something there to remind me. These city streets I walk alone. Something, 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 something. How can I forget you when there's always something there to remind me? I'm philosophically pining over a love lost from yesteryear. Somebody write that down. That was poetic. I'm pondering. I'm romantically pondering some pining of yesterday. I forgot it already. What's poppin', everybody? It's your old pal Boogie Bob, and when I tell you today's show is going to be great, I'm lying. Shit. What are you doing? You should leave now. Get out while the getting's good. If you guys play your cards right, I might interview some hookers. Two over there. Crack dealer over here, and a crack user over here. If I can bring them all together, we're going to have a melting pot of crack. It's just going to I'm romantically pining over a forlorn love from yesteryear. Should have wrote it down while I had the chance. Today is going to be a fantastic show. Now, I'm really being serious here. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be, you ever see somebody who's telling you a story, but they're shaking their head no while they're telling you a lie? Man, she was fine, and we did it. We were like, all night long, we were having sex. It was great. Did she say your dick was small? No way! No, she didn't. How can I forget you, girl? It's a conspiracy of silence. Hunter prosecutor ignores House of GOP. From what I can tell from the GOP, the Democrats must be the most powerful organization on the planet. Because nothing ever happens to them. They're this huge, even when Trump is the president and they have the House and they have the Senate, nothing can happen to the Democrats somehow. Hillary killed 45 people allegedly. And her email, what about her emails? Donald Trump just committed an insurrection. What do you think? Yeah, but what about Hillary's emails from 8 years ago? What about when Taft didn't file taxes in time and Harry Truman smoked cigarettes? What about ism is alive and well? White House answers only 2% of questions about the Biden scandals. I am not a big Joe Biden fan. But just because you say there's a scandal, his family is a crime operation. They got money from China. Show me. I know that Jared Kushner got $2 billion from Saudi Arabia. How'd that happen? What about ism? I could do them too. They have to Photoshop his hand. Do you think Joe really did took a picture like that? Hey, Mr. President, how are you today? Let's just get down to the nitty-gritty. If anybody has Jessica Simpson's picture or photos that you want to sell to my DM, strictly for purposes that have to do with my being a journalist, nothing to do with my addiction to Jessica Simpson pictures. It's strictly for municipal purposes. Remember all those weed shops in the neighborhood? New York came and he shut that shit down, took all their weed. If you want to buy weed, you can't get it in Hell's Kitchen. You can get it from Flacco on 9th Avenue, but that's not a store. That's just some brother selling. Tell them Boogie Bob sent you for a 10% discount. Did you guys hear about this new basketball player? God bless him. #1 draft pick. He's 7'7", I think. 7 foot something. Victor Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama, #1 pick in the draft. Obviously worth already $100 million. Hasn't even played a professional game yet, but he's very, very wealthy. He's in Vegas 2 nights ago. Just chilling in Vegas. It's very hard to miss him because he's 7'7". Shaquille O'Neal was only 7 foot. Now they say 7'2". Shaquille always said he was 7. This guy is 19 years old. 7'4". I apologize. I stretched it. I always stretch it this much. Add 3 inches. That's what I say. Boogie Bob, how big's your penis? 6 inches? 9 inches? Britney Spears is at the hotel. She's a very, very wealthy woman. She's technically insane. God bless her. She's at the hotel. She sees 7'4" guy walk by. Didn't say anything. Think she saw him in the lobby or something? Someone probably told her, oh, because she's getting mobbed everywhere she goes. You think people still don't mob Britney Spears? She's a Michael Jackson. She's a Whitney Houston. She's going to get mobbed. She's a prince. Anywhere she goes, she's a huge celebrity still. So she sees him again a couple hours later. She walked up. She tapped him on the back. She's Britney Spears. I'm nobody. I'm not going to tap him on the back. Britney Spears can go tap anybody. She can tap Obama on the back. It's Britney Spears. She tapped him on the back, and his security bitch slapped her across the face. Backhand. That's pretty humiliating. A member of basketball phenoms Victor Wembanyama security detail is accused of backhanding and slapping Britney Spears across her face as the pop star, the #1 pick in the NBA draft. She wanted a picture. I bet he's feeling really crappy and security probably was fired. Spears, 41, allegedly tried to get a photo with Wembanyama. 19. I'm not trying to disrespect his name. Boogie Bob, I like your show, but you were being disrespectful of his heritage. I'm going to try it again. Wembanyama. Allegedly tried to get a photo with Where's Benyata at Catch Restaurant in the Aria Hotel in Las Vegas where she was staying. She approached the French basketball star, tapping him on his shoulder. According to TMZ, the incident unfolded the instant Spears touched him. By the way, he's very wealthy. Britney Spears can buy and sell him 30 times over. According to TMZ, blah, 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 Damian Smith, the director of team security for Wembanyama's San Antonio Spurs, pushed her hand away with the pop icon's hand hitting her. He slapped her in the face. Footage reviewed by authorities apparently shows Spears fell on the ground and her glasses were knocked off her face as a result of the interaction. Britney Spears immediately got up and stabbed 4 people with an umbrella. I think that was uncalled for, to be honest. To be honest with you, I think she took it a little too far. This is very, very, very embarrassing for the mayor. He's been on my show 3 times. That's Mayor Adams. See that picture he's holding? That's a picture he's carried in his wallet for 30 years. You know, he was a police officer in Queens for 20-something years. This guy has seen it all. Born and raised Queens, New York. Shout out to 50 Cent, the Supreme Team. He's had this picture of this man, a fallen officer, in his wallet 30 years. He pulls it out at all the press conferences. Look at this picture of Robert Venable. Robert Venable, shot and killed 30 years ago. Here's the lick. And what we say in the business. Here's the rub. What we say in the porno business. Here's the rub and tug. The picture he has is only a year and a half old. Allegedly, when he took office, he had some staffers take the picture and spill coffee on it, and then hit it with a blow dryer and then crinkle it to make it look like he was 30 years old, so he could pull it out and say it's been in his wallet for 30 years. Mayor Adams' office refers to a photo he carries of fallen NYPD officer Robert Venable, a cop killed in 1987. But the New York Times reportedly said that the photo is a Google printout hastily doused with coffee by mayoral aides. Adams denied. He said he was merely holding the picture with coffee fell on it. Queens body bag mom also dead. The mother of the slain man left in garbage bags. This is the one with the white garbage bags. I said if you're going to murder people, please use black garbage bags. Don't murder people. Please don't murder people. The mother of slain man left in the garbage bag on the Queens street was also found dead early Thursday. The mother's dead as well. A chilling video emerged of the suspect, a relative of the pair. A relative. It seems like it's always the relative killing them. So what you should probably do is kill all your relatives, then you're safe. But don't kill your relatives. I don't want to get any letters later saying Boogie Bob told me to kill my grandma. I did not. Allegedly, I did not say to kill. That would be horrible. Don't kill your relatives. What's up, Leah? How are you? All right. 77 people hurt in 2 bus crashes. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're on a bus and it gets into a crash, and if you're not hurt, you're hurt. What, are you crazy? How are you, ma'am? My back hurts. How about you, ma'am? My back hurts. You, sir? My neck hurts. How about you? Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. Sir, you're a moron. Have you consulted a lawyer yet to see if your back really does hurt the next day? Because sometimes it takes a few. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I feel good. Well, sir, sometimes you might have sexual problems and your wife cannot be fulfilled as well, and you could get monetary damages up into $2 million for pain and suffering and mental anguish. Yeah, I feel good. I feel great. Sir, what I'm trying to tell you here is that I know you feel great, but maybe tomorrow you won't feel so good and you might want to get a hefty lawsuit. No, I feel fantastic. Sir, what I'm trying to tell you is you're a moron. You, sir, are a moron. A double-decker bus, a tour bus. You see the double-deckers in New York? I had a double-decker, but that was in... It wouldn't be the same without sirens. A double-decker bus, a tour bus, and a city bus collided on a Manhattan street Thursday, sending 27 people to the hospital while another 50 were treated at the scene. I'd have been in the hospital because my back hurts. How are you, sir? I feel great. Feel fantastic. Hi, sir. I'm a lawyer. I want to take your case. How do you feel? I feel great. I can't take your case, sir. I'm busy. I misspoke. A single sightseeing bus crashed into the back of an MTA express bus. I was in Berkeley, California. I was going to the studio. I was with a famous producer, music producer. I'm in my brand new BMW. I'm all happy sitting at the light and an ambulance hit us from behind. It hurt like hell. It snapped your neck back, the whole 9 yards. Horrible. My friend was taken away in a stretcher. I had to park my car by the side. One thing happened to the bumper of my car. Paint was cracked off about this big. I didn't want to go to the hospital. My neck hurt. I was like, nah. Anyways, when it came time to settle up, I got $700. I don't think he got nothing. The insurance company called and I said, yeah, my back hurts. He goes, sir, you didn't go to the ambulance. Yeah, but it didn't start hurting for like 3 or 4 days later. Sir, it's been 6 months. Did you ever go to the hospital? No, but I suffered a lot at home. Sir, that's not how it works. I'm willing to give you $700 for the paint chip out of the back of your car. I'll take it! Well, I took that $700. 3 days later, my neck really started hurting. If anybody cares about me, I need to get Olivia's phone number. It's strictly for plutonic. It's strictly for phone sex. Plutonic. Nothing to do with phone sex at all. I can tell you that right now. Cause there's always something there to remind me. I told you the show was gonna be shit. You thought I was bluffing? You think I was joking? I don't joke about. I never joke around about how shitty my show's gonna be. I'm not doing a Ben and Jerry story today. I don't think it's a. First of all, don't look at my watch. It's not appropriate. I don't think anybody in here should be looking at the watch. This is crazy. Donald Trump's right-hand man. They're calling him his boy. I don't think that's Don's boy. Don's Don Box valet. He's just like a Good Friday guy. Sir, go get my guest a Coke. I'll be right back, sir. It's a something Friday. What do they call it? My Man Friday? I don't know. But he was his go-to guy, and he has been indicted along with Donald Trump. The problem is this guy got himself a what is lawyers that they give to you? I had a couple over my days. You can't afford a lawyer, one will be given to you a public defender. This guy is facing serious felonies for moving all those boxes of papers. Oh, that's why it says Don Box. He's gonna flip. He's gonna flip on Trump. I'm innocent, he says, with his public defender. Guy's got a damn public defender. Donald Trump's body man, Walt Nata, pleaded not guilty. Come on. I should write for the paper. Walt Nata pleaded not guilty. Thursday for charges of allegedly helping the 45th president hoard classified documents. Those were my papers. They were in there with golf shoes. I can do what I want. Oh boy. Mexican cartel. First of all, I think they're great, fine people. I got nothing to say about them. I don't even think the Mexican cartel exists, but if they do, guarantee you they're very handsome, good people, long penises. That much I'll say about the Mexican cartel, if they exist. Body parts surrounded by handwritten signs were discovered near the pedestrian bridge outside of Mexico City this week, and a violent drug cartel has claimed responsibility. Even though they claim responsibility, I think they're innocent. Severed human leg was found hanging from the bridge. They do that in Tulucan, Tulucu. Bro, I wouldn't go to Mexico right now if you begged me. No thanks. This is W205. You just won the phrase that pays. What's your name? Boogie Bob, first time caller, listener all the time. Boogie Bob, you just won tickets for an exotic vacation. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Where am I going? You're going to Mexico. Click. Hello? Boogie Bob, are you there? It's like going to Iraq wearing a Hard Rock Cafe America shirt. I say don't do it. Somebody tried to break into Obama's house. You better leave Obama alone. He's a national treasure. Hi, Bird. The accused Capitol rioter who was busted with a terrifying arsenal of weapons near Obama's home got the address after it was shared online by ex-president's successor Donald Trump. I don't care if you like him, don't like him. What kind of piece of shit ex-president would share the address of the former president? Federal prosecutors highlighted the apparent link Wednesday while pushing for homeless suspect Taylor Toronto. If he's homeless, where'd he get all these damn guns from? It's a conspiracy. I love when they go to those rallies and the Trump, the real weird ones. I'm sure there's some very smart ones as well. I'm sure there's great people on both sides. But the really weird ones. Donald Trump is still the president. What? He's still the president. He's the one in control of the United States. Really? Well, what's Joe Biden? He's a robot. Joe Biden is a robot. So you're saying Donald Trump is in charge of the military? Absolutely. So the military that messed up in Afghanistan? No. There are two militaries. There's a good one and a bad one. Trump's in charge of the good one. Biden's, the robot, is in charge of the bad one. If you want to go down into the rabbit hole and watch some of those rallies where they interview the wacky ones, JFK Jr. is vice president. Well, he was killed in a plane crash in 1990. No. He's been in a Holiday Inn Hilton Express, just waiting 40 years to bide his time. Yeah, but he was a devout Democrat. No, that's all a cover from the CIA. He's the new vice president under Trump. Boy 13 beat pal to death. Can you imagine? A 13-year-old boy beat his friend to death. Friends like that, who needs enemies? Sorry, I apologize. A 13-year-old Argentine. Okay, he's not an American. We got enough crazy stuff going on around here. Argentina can take one for the team today. A 13-year-old Argentine boy was arrested after he allegedly confessed to beating his best friend to death during their school lunch break. The arrest came after the body of Joaquin Sperani, 14, was found in an abandoned house days after his parents reported him missing. Joaquin was last seen leaving school at lunch along with his friends in the small town of La Valle, Argentina, about 200 miles from Cordoba, wherever the hell that's at. Cordoba is on French Connection. It is latitude 45. Security footage from that day shows the pair walking side by side, smiling, and then entering the house where Joaquin's body was later found. Soon after, the unidentified subject emerged without Joaquin. A crash kills the DEP worker. I do care, but I'm not. New York's bravest, New Jersey's bravest. Bravest is always the fire department. Can you imagine how tough a job that is? Two of the bravest were killed putting out a fire on this ship. Very, very sad. A fire in Newark Bay aboard the Grand Costa Alvarado has claimed the lives of Wayne Brooks, and Augusto Acabu. Wayne and Augusto. God bless you both. I was sent this. I can't remember who sent this. You're in the chat. Let me know if you were the one that sent me this. Guys, I get a whole lot of emails and messages on my Instagram. And I got all my roving reporters on the street. Murder Rap and CBS Slate. CBS is like a Dwayne Reed. You don't have those there. It's a drugstore where you can go and get your whatever you want for the day. It's a 7-Eleven. It's like a 7-Eleven. So CBS, a shoplifter was stabbed to death by security. I don't even get it. I don't understand. A CVS worker has been charged with murder after allegedly stabbing to death a serial shoplifter during a fight inside the Midtown store Thursday morning. The fatal encounter began when Scott Enoy, 46, stopped the homeless man who was suspected of stealing Gatorade and a container of creamer at breakfast near the door of the drugstore. Oh boy. It's mine. It's my CVS right here on 49th Street. I did not know that. I'm sure I know the shoplifter. But you see them every day. They're out there stealing. I saw a guy stealing candy bars today when I bought the paper. 50-year-old alleged thief who had more than a dozen shoplifting arrests on his record and whose name was not immediately available, socked. When's the last time someone said socked? He punched. He punched Anoya in the face before the worker pulled out a knife and allegedly stabbed the man in the torso. The homeless man was taken to Bellevue Hospital where he was pronounced dead. No justice for fired superhero. A Colorado, where's RJ? A Colorado supermarket employee was fired after he recorded 3 men stealing approximately $500 worth of laundry detergent from the store. So you're working there, men come in and steal laundry detergent, and you film it, and you're fired. What kind of world are we living in? Santino Barola, the king, Super's employees. Super, I don't know what Super, that's a store out there? The King Super's employee recalled to CBS Colorado, when I looked, there was already a guy halfway headed out the door with a cart full of laundry detergent and scent boosters and what have you. My first instinct was to record. He's a former military police officer. He walked out of the store. The 3 thieves loaded up a Chevy Trax, a black Chevy Trax, whatever that is. Really, bro? To this? He yells. The economy isn't that bad, my friends. It can be heard on this video, the now viral video. As they attempted to flee, Barolo was able to yank a sheet of foil covering the license plate. This guy's a damn hero. They're stealing from your store. He videotapes them. He gets the car, he yanks it. They got aluminum foil on their license plate. He yanks the foil off their plate. After the men left the area, Barola called the police before posting the video on TikTok. That might be the problem. When Barola returned to his store the next day, he was suspended and a week later was fired. The supermarket has a policy against employees intervening in a theft. Really? This is, I don't even know why this is in the paper. The subway firm that made that damn, submarine, that made that damn submarine, they're out of business. Yeah, no shit. The owner was killed. The sub is just. Tent City, my friend. Can you imagine living there? The tents are all touching each other. Okay. Today could be a good day after all. It might be the greatest day in the history of the world. I want to thank our dear friends at Coke. This ain't your daddy's Coca-Cola. Zero Coke, zero sugars. I could never ever in my life drink a diet soda. They always tasted like mud to me. Someone said try the Coke Zero. I like it better than regular Coke. The Freedom Caucus. I had a Freedom Caucus. Freedom Caucus. A caucus is a group of people that are in a party, that Democrats, Republicans, whatever. Well, this particular Freedom Caucus has all the crazies in it. And it was led by the craziest of crazies, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Marjorie Taylor Greene. I still think she's the Washington, D.C. bomber. And I've said it on here several times, allegedly. I think she will be arrested for those bombs. I do believe it was her, 100%. A couple of years ago. The House Freedom Caucus booted. They kicked her out of the caucus. She's the one who said that the wildfires in California were started by Jewish space lasers with George Soros. Jewish space lasers are starting fires. She also said that there was absolutely no plane that hit the Pentagon. It wasn't a plane. There's no proof of a plane. This is who you want representing Georgia? Georgia, sit down. If you're in here from Georgia and you voted for her, sit your ass down. You're insane. Boogie Bob, I like your show, bro, but you're getting into tight waters there. FOH. Wise guy pleads guilty. Now, first of all, I've established on my show a bunch of times, there ain't no mafia. I ain't never said a bad word about them. Valerie will back me up on that. A high-ranking gangster in the Colombo crime family, who infamously appeared lounging shirtless in a swimming pool while on the lam, pleaded guilty to racketeering. Ralph DiMatteo. Ralph DiMatteo. I'm sure he's an upstanding citizen. I got nothing negative to say about him. I think he was framed by the government. Wrist slap and death threats. A mobster. Oh, damn mobster. A mobster. Whose links to disgraced Bronx County Clerk Louis Diaz led the polls. Motown Billy back again with a little East Coast swing. Boys to Men is who we are. I would love to go see it. Not too strong, not too soft. I think it goes without saying if you have her. Leonardo DiCaprio. If you're his lady and you turn 22, you're out. Baby, I think we can get married. You're the one I've been looking for my whole life. Oh, thank you, Leo. I love you too. I think we should get married. I do too, baby. How old are you? I'm 22. Get out. He cuts them off. He cuts them off. I told Bria when she was 21 she was out of there. She made it to 28. 29 now. 30's the cutoff. You're out of here. Okay. This was a Boogie Bob exclusive. I scooped the whole world. No one had it except me when I read it out of the Post, who also had it, apparently. This kid Manipulative mom hid her son. This son turned up missing 7 years ago. Went to the store, went to walk a dog, never came back. He showed up yesterday. Here's the mom. There's the son. All of a sudden it's in the paper. Son comes home after 7 years. It's a miracle. All the neighbors are like, yo, he lives there. Saw him there yesterday. He's in the room playing Nintendo. Missing boy lies unravel in Texas. A tough-talking aunt of the missing Houston boy, Rudy Farias, has blasted her manipulative, greedy sister for allegedly hiding him for over 8 years and lying to police and the public about his whereabouts. Can you imagine this kid had to hide out for 8 years? Directing her comments to her sister, Janie Santana, an irate Pauline Sanchez Rodriguez told the Post, Jamie, I know you're listening to me, and I'll say this the nice way because your day is coming. We're almost there to get you. There's nowhere you can run because I'm going to make sure that posters go all over. Her sister turning on her ass. Don't even attempt to get into an airport or go anywhere, girl. Santana was last seen by neighbors fleeing her house Wednesday night. When I saw her on the news today, she had a damn blanket over. She had like a burqa. She was wearing a damn burqa head to toe. Following allegations she had been keeping Rudy locked away in her home. Farias was said to have disappeared in March of 2015 when he was 17 years old. His reemergence last week found with cuts and bruises outside of a church. Unraveled. She sent out this thing saying, I want to thank all the press and all the people who helped reunite my son. He's back. He's safe. He's got a few cuts and scrapes. And he's nonverbal at this time. So we don't know exactly he's nonverbal. We don't know what happened. So don't ask him no questions. Also, I'm nonverbal. I can't hear your questions. I'm deaf. What'd you say? I said I can't hear you. Got me. Anyways, my son Rudy. By the way, he's Rudy Farias the Fourth. That's pretty good. I had a friend named Decatur Suggs, and he was the 9th. Can you imagine? Decatur Suggs, the 9th. Bro, that's crazy. My son Rudy was found on Thursday, June 29th, after being missing for over 8 years, she wrote in a statement. But police have revealed Farias actually returned home the same day he was missing. I ran away when I was a kid. I ran away for like 11 hours. One day after he was said to have gone missing, despite this, his mother continued to see police by remaining adamant that Rudy was still missing. Farias also interacted with police over the course of the 8 years, so her and her son had been busted 3 or 4 times for whatever reason. But she always said it was a different name and a different birthday. And I said, well, what would be the motivating factor? What do you think at home? What do you guys think? Ange, what do you think? Nyan, why would they do this? Follow the money, bruh. There was either a GoFundMe or the kid was missing and he got... it's all about the money, money, money. She had different husbands, different names, the sister says. She's a very greedy person. It's all about money. Farias had lived a normal life until tragedy struck. First when his brother died in a 2011 motorcycle accident, then when his father took his own life in 2014, and then he turns up kidnapped in 2015 for 8 hours. It was at that point she took control. The Post, she was forced to do what her mother had told him to do. His mother had held him under false pretenses that if he reached out and looked for help, he was going to go to jail and something bad was going to happen to him. This woman has destroyed this boy's life. What a douche. She's winning my first Woman Douche of the Year award. Grounded by photobomb. A Southwest Airlines flight from Las Vegas to Hawaii was diverted after 3 passengers were sent alarming photos suggesting there was a bomb on the plane. That's horrible. That's a federal crime. Whoever gets caught doing that is going to prison. Troublemaking traveler who has not been identified yet used Apple's AirDrop. Have you guys seen this? I don't do Android. I do Android. I don't do Apple. But Apple has an AirDrop feature where if you're sitting here and there's some girl over there, you see her on an Apple, you can send a dick pic or a regular pic. You can send a dick pic or a regular pic of your dick with a mustache. But that's what dudes, I've read about it for years. That's what they're doing. They're sending unwanted, unsolicited pictures. Well, somebody sent 3 people on the plane a picture of a bomb on the plane. These guys morons? Did he have no plan B? This'll be fun. I'll send pictures to these people around me and then I'll go like this. I guess they don't know how to track my phone. The troublemaking traveler who had not been ID'd used Apple's AirDrop feature to spread the threatening images. The office received the tip around 11 a.m. Monday. The photos prompted police and the bomb-sniffing dogs to inspect the plane and luggage on board, but no explosives were. Toxic chemicals have been discovered in over half of the U.S. tap water. I use a Brita. I don't know if that helps, but I use a Brita. Have you guys heard about this sphere? Not a spear, a sphere. A sphere, a cylindrical object in Las Vegas. They're spending $2 billion on this damn venue. Look at how lifeless. That's the sphere, the concert thing. Look at his eyeball. That is the size of a city block. That's the size of a mall. This is not a small eyeball. Look at how big that is. It's the whole city landscape. It doesn't officially open for a few more months. But Las Vegas got a sneak peek at MSG's, my old boss, breathtaking multimedia entertainment space. It's the sphere. The sphere. 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 It's a 365-foot tall. That's like 365 feet. I could be wrong. Somebody get in the comments. Hold on, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm gonna say, look at how big, can you imagine how big that damn sphere would have to be? Always something there to remind me. I told you today's show was gonna be the worst show in history. Colleen didn't believe me. Frank didn't believe me, and I know RJ didn't believe me. RJ's gonna be in here no matter what. RJ always got my back. A man who sexually assaulted and murdered a 92-year-old cat lady. First of all, he should have his balls ripped off. I say cut his balls off and let him go. Here you are, sir. Have fun walking around Times Square with no balls, sir. Enjoy. Because I think walking around outside with no balls is worse than being in prison with balls. At least in prison, you're like, this sucks, the food sucks, I hate the bars, but I got my balls. A man, an alleged man, who sexually assaulted and murdered a 92-year-old cat lady in Queens was sentenced to 22 years to life. Why would he only get 22 years? Sexually assaulted a 92-year-old and then murdered her? And she was a cat woman? A cat lady? My lawyer coerced me, said Reza Kam, 24-year-old. He claimed he was tricked into taking a plea deal for the murder of Maria Fuentes. The judge fired back. Stop that. That's absurd. You are making up this nonsense. Shut up. Holger recounted in detail plea negotiations that took place. By the way, they have long plea negotiations. You got to sign a lot of paperwork. They videotape it. There's going to be witnesses. He pled to it. Now he's like, yo, I don't want to do 22 years in jail. First of all, he should do 22 years of stomping. He should stomping for 22 years. Bus boom at Canyon Park. Grand Canyon National Park is getting $27.5 million in federal highway. So this is the guy. He's got a very short life, I promise you. This is the guy that tried to overthrow Vladimir Putin. They broke into his house yesterday. The government, Russian government. They found all kinds of money, stacks of cash and gold bars, but more than that, they found wigs and disguises. This is one of his disguises. Doesn't he look like Borat? Borat? Here's another one of his disguises. Look at this moron's disguises. Zelensky, when he's not busy overseeing a crucial counter-offensive aimed at Russia, you can catch the President Zelensky of Ukraine driving down the highway listening to AC/DC. I'm on a highway to hell. I'm back in black. Hit the sack. A Long Island high school football player is on life support after collapsing during a conditioning drill. It is so hot out, guys. I hope these coaches take that into consideration. It's hot. Robert Bush, 17, of Selden, had only been on the field for about 4 minutes before he bent over and then passed out due to a cardiac event at 5 p.m. on Monday, his older brother said. Despite the efforts of the coaches who performed CPR and shocked him with defibrillators and the emergency medical team who rushed into the Stony Brook University Hospital, Bush went in without blood or oxygen to his brain for at least 45 minutes. Never. I don't want to be negative. How do you survive that? I think if you go without blood or oxygen for 4 or 5 minutes, or if you're submerged in frozen water for a half hour, you gotta have blood and oxygen. I send my prayers to him and his family. Okay, the Bronx is doing it the right way. The Bronx opened up its very first weed dispensary yesterday. She's the first. I think she's with the company, but she's also the first to buy it. It's the borough's first pot dispensary. It's their 1000th pot dispensary, but it's their first legal one. Oh boy. Queens man busted for jumping off Fire Island ferry. A Queens man was arrested after taking a dangerous leap from a Fire Island. Fire Island is a little small island in New York. Video footage of the incident shows the moment the man, 24, risked his life by walking towards the edge of the boat with nothing but swim trunks on and simply leapt into the water. Why does that make it in the paper? It should say douchebag jumps off boat. Why does that make it in the paper? I don't get it. These city streets I walked along used to walk with me. I'm pining for a love, forlorn love of yesteryear. He was so, she was a wonderful guy, a girl. She was a wonderful girl, a woman. She was not 16. And all that cocaine they found in her purse, I swear I thought it was baby powder in her nose. Let's do it. We've lollygagged long enough. Shall we proceed? Yes, indeed. It's a birthday. If it's anybody's birthday here, I'm going to give you $1,000 cash. Taurus. We're doing 3. Click, 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 click. All right, Taurus again. Give me your PIN number to your ATM. Give me your PIN. Aquarius. Now that's 2 yellows. If we get a Leo or a Scorpio, we're doing the yellow. We're going all yellows today. Boop. Scorpio. We're doing all yellows today. Everybody in here gets a Diet Coke. Everybody. RJ, thank you. RJ is going to give everybody in here a Diet Coke. That was Scorpio. By the way, that's me. So we're only doing 3, but since we need Leo, we've never done a 4 yellow before. Everybody in here gets blowjobs. If RJ says yes, I don't know if he might say no to that. That's a lot of people. There's a 65. That's 65 blowjobs. That's a lot. We've never done a 4 yellow ever. We did Aquarius. We did Taurus. That's a yellow. There's a yellow Taurus. Yellow. We did a yellow. We did an Aquarius. We did a Scorpio. Now we got to do a Leo, shall we? I don't think we could do it. Nah, no blowjobs. I'm sorry, guys. Capricorn. Capricorn. It's a no blowjob extravaganza. We're doing 4. We did a 3 yellow. This is the worst show in the history of the world. Scorpio. That's me. Let's do Scorpio. Something that is of only minor importance is taking up an ever-increasing slice of your time and energy, and you need to sort it out. Start by informing loved ones that if they create an emotional mess, then it's up to them, not you, to clean it up. That's a fact. Capricorn. Put logic first today, and do your best to avoid people who get emotional about anything and everything. I hate it. Hey Jim, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Not good, man. Not good. It's too hot. It's too hot. I'm itchy. My shirt hurts. My hide. Oh, you get emotional about everything. Quit it. Anyone can weep and wait and wail and curse the world for being such a bad place, but it takes a rational person like yourself to come up with a workable solution. That's fact. Aquarius. There are so many people telling you so many different things that it's getting a bit too much. So detach yourself from the chaos and the confusion and find a quiet place where you can be on your own for a while. It will do you a world of good. That's a positive. And last but not least, it is the Taurus. Don't worry too much if someone you live or work with seems a bit detached at the moment. Most likely it's because they are grappling with some serious issues and simply don't have time to pay attention to what's going on or what you're saying or doing. That's a fact. Shall we do birthdays? I'm going to do birthdays today. Famous birthdays. By the way, someone asked me today, they told me, they said, happy 777. What the hell does that mean? Well, it's 7, which is July. It's 7th, which is 7th, July 7th. I go, yeah, but how does the 7 come into play? They said, well, it's 2023. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 3 is 7. The hell do I know? What's today, the 8th? It's the 7th. I just answered my own question. It's time for birthdays. I'm only going to read them if they have something to do with something that does something to do something. Ringo Starr. I have in my possession. I grew up very poor. I didn't have nothing. Like now. And I moved to New York 30 years ago with $27 in my pocket. I worked hard. And now I have over $45. So I grew up with nothing. And my dad was in the military. And I was raised my formidable years in Turkey. It's like from born in 62, so like 65 to 70, let's say 69. My young impressionable years. Didn't have no television. There's no TV over there. They didn't have no. I didn't see no TV. And went to the movies. I remember I saw Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and Yellow Submarine. I didn't know the Beatles. Didn't know nothing about it. It was a cartoon. My mom was in the hospital for a very serious surgery, and my dad had a reel-to-reel recorder. And I remember we had recordings of me going, Mommy, I saw a guy, and he had shoes and guns shot out. I don't even know what the Yellow Submarine was about. But Ringo Starr, I have in my house. My sister sends me all Yellow Submarines, and my sister was friends with a singer named Richard Marx, very famous singer, songwriter. And Richard Marx was having a concert, and my sister was good friends with all his people. And Ringo Starr was performing and got me an autographed Hallmark, very nice Hallmark, little Yellow Submarine, about this big, Ringo Starr autographed on it. It means a lot to me. And when he dies and I sell it, it's going to mean a lot. 83 years old today. Ringo Starr, happy birthday, my friend. Yesterday I had like 300 names. Today I got nothing. I got Shelley Duvall. Shelley Duvall, her biggest movie, I think, well, she was in Popeye and other crappy stuff, but her biggest movie had to be All Work and No Play Makes Jack a Dull Boy, which is The Shining. I'm just going down the dial. I got nothing. I literally am scraping the barrel here. Tom Sandoval. You guys fans of Vanderpump Rules? I don't know any other shows. I just know he's on it because that's what I do. I'm a pop cultural icon who reports the icon of the Jim Gaffigan. Might not know him, but he's a pretty funny comic. In movies too. I like him. I'm really scraping the barrel here, bro. Nothing. Let's do famous deaths. Sometimes there's a double whammy where there's nothing on either one. Famous deaths. Syd Barrett. Syd Barrett is a rock singer. One of the founders of Pink Floyd. I believe that Shine On You Crazy Diamond was written about him. Syd Barrett was the backbone of the group, guitar player, singer, songwriter. And then he spiraled into, he started doing acid. And acid, LSD, lysergic, something, I don't know. Get in the comments. He ended up, once you do too much acid, you can't come back. I'll never forget that, I think it was Roger Waters telling the story. They're in the studio years later. First of all, they see some guy, crazy guy over there dressed in like a trench coat or something. He's all skinny and crazy looking. And they're, because this is huge. Pink Floyd, biggest group in the world. They're all sitting there going, who's the guy over here? And someone goes, goes, after about 10 minutes, they go, oh my God, I think it's Sid. Can you imagine? Oh yes. Happy birthday to me. Treating, as someone's birthday, I'm missing, as it's someone's birthday, let me know please. I don't want to miss anybody. Anyways, it was Sid Barrett, and they couldn't believe it. And he left. They were so broken that they wrote the song "Shine On You Crazy Diamond," and it's about Sid, and absolutely devastating. Drug addiction, loneliness, paranoia, and he died. I'm sure it was drugs. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Is he the guy that wrote Sherlock Holmes? It is. Scottish author of the legendary Sherlock Holmes detective novels. I'm a pretty intelligent. I'm not just beauty, I'm brains also. I'm up a tree without a paddle. Bill Cullen. I don't know why I know that name for. He was a game show host of some sort. I don't know. Dick Williams, I was when we finally came to the States in the 70s, we moved to the Bay Area. Oakland A's was my team. Dick Williams was the coach. He's a Taurus. Two-time World Series winning manager. I got nothing. Right now I'm just doing what they call stalling. I'm stalling. I got nothing. I could have quit the show an hour ago. Judging by my dope-ass watch, it's time we call it a day. I want to thank everybody. Now, guys, every weekend since I hit my 1,000, as promised, I'm doing really cool stuff. Tomorrow I've got something absolutely insanely amazing. It's going to be insane. It's the old bait and switch. Guys, tomorrow, tune in. Wait till the end of the video, guys. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. And, one thing I would like to shout out is my dear friend who made this all possible, the Rev. I am going to let you guys check out some of the merch. I have gone when Rev said, hey, let's do some merch. Or maybe I said, let's do some merch. I said, Rev, I can't have merch like the rest of these guys. Just piece of shit merch. It's got to be the very best stuff that they have in merch. And some of you guys have bought the merch, so you know that it's very, very nice products. Rev designed every single one of these. Anything you see on screen is going to have about 10 or 20 colors. So let's take a look.
What's happening, everybody? The merch is finally landed. Make sure you go to my channel and hit the little tab that says store and check out all these really cool things. Nobody's got cooler merch than I do. It's high quality stuff. Comes in all kinds of colors and flavors. Check out these Boogie Bob, Boogie Bunch coffee mugs, helping the homeless one mug at a time. How can you not like that? Anyways, I think if you don't order these mugs, you hate the homeless. Check me out. Look how good I look right there. We've got pillows. Every single lady and most of the fellas in here want to have a Boogie Bob pillow. You can hold tight. It's got all my phrases on there. That's facts and all that other stuff. But just for the record, Rev set all these up. He designed them all. They're very high quality. Check out the shirts. We got shirts in every single color and flavor. If you're not feeling, let's say, walking around with a big-ass Boogie Bob logo on there, we've got them with small logos as well. Make sure you check out the hats. It gets cold. You want to be kind. You wear it if you like. You got pets. Check out the beautiful pet stuff. Also, we've got hoodies. Everybody needs a hoodie in their closet. Check out the Boogie Bob. We got them for guys. We got them for gals. Very high quality, affordable prices, shipped right to your door. We've checked out all these products ourselves. They are very, very nice quality. I think you're going to like them. So make sure you get in there while I got them. And check out these here. These hoodies here have a real small Boogie Bob thing in there in case you don't feel like advertising me everywhere. Also, we got blankets. These blankets, be kind and loving to each other. Boogie Bob, that's the tagline. You gotta get yourself a blanket. Get 2. Get 5. Get 5 blankets. Guys, I am really, really super psyched about how good this product turned out. I don't want my name affiliated with anything crappy. By the way, I think you already know any proceeds that come from here is to go directly to help people. So you want to help people and get cool things at the same time? Hit us up. Or always hit up Rev. Rev will help you out and tell you what's cool and what's not. But everything's cool, trust me. God bless you.
There it is, folks. I want to say hi to Gina. Gina, thank you. I know Gina watches every video. Gina always leaves a comment. Thank you, Gina, so much. DJ reviews it. 2 minutes, DJ. I want you to get a pillow and review the pillow. You're going to love it. I want to thank Nyan and Rev and Brooklyn Born. God bless you. Thank everybody who tuned in today. I'm sure Kathy's in here. All my faves. Everybody, God bless you. Where's Tammany at? Where's Tammany? Valerie's here. Joe Hernandez. Where you been, Joe Hernandez? God bless you. Joe Hernandez is such a nice guy. Treaton has a Boogie Bob pillow. Treaton has a Boogie Bob pillow. What do you think of your pillow, Treaton? Frank, God bless you. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. I ask you all to please be kind and loving to each other. I don't just use that as a tagline. I try every second of every day to be kind and nice to someone because it makes me feel good, and I think it makes the world a better place. Talk to you later. God bless you. I warned you that today was going to be shit, but you didn't listen.